So, Rinko, you first met Guillermo del Toro when you worked with Alejandro on Babel, right?
Yes, almost 8 years ago, and Alejandro introduced me to Guillermo. And then that time I said to Guillermo, I'd love to work with you. And then 8 years later, I got this role. It's kind of dream come true.
Tell me how that happened when you finally, how you finally got the opportunity to be on Pacific Rim.
Um, um, it's kind of dream come true. And then like, how did I come?
Yeah, how did you get the role?
Okay, sorry. Auditioning. I heard a rumor Guillermo was looking for Japanese actor for the role, and then I emailed Alejandro and asked to him put me in touch to put me in touch with him.
Growing up in Japan, how familiar were you with the whole kaiju world of these huge monsters and all that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I grew up with a lot of monster movie and a robot animation, and but I think this film it's totally original, totally unique, and then I knew if Guillermo was directing a monster movie, it's not just monster movie, it was going to be special, and then I could see on this movie, and I'm so lucky to get this role.
Well, let's talk about your role then. You play the pilot of one of these huge robots constructed to fight the monsters. Her name is Mako. Who is this woman?
She's brave, tough, and she can face her trauma, and then her parents were killed by kaiju when she was a little, and then she would get revenge with them. So actually yes, sorry.
So she has...
I'm sorry.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. So she has motivations, special motivations to be a pilot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, because she would get over her trauma, and also she would get revenge to the kaiju.
What did you think of those flashback scenes that Guillermo shot of you as a little girl through the streets of Tokyo with those monsters racing up?
Great scene. I love that one. Yes, and then also I visit them because that scene was not me, but I visit to them when they were shooting that, and young Mako was amazing. She's so professional.
So then, as an adult, Mako is a strong woman, as we were saying. She has motivations, and she has a special relationship with the commander, right? With Pentecost. How would you explain that relationship?
He is not just her hero. He is her mentor, and also he taught her everything he knows. And and then I could feel it on the set with him. And also he would try many different ways to draw my emotion out, for me, and then it worked. He's amazing. He's amazing actor, and then he really helped me a lot.
So he was great to work with.
Yeah. Yes, he is the. We didn't talk much at all. Like, we can keep the distance because he's a Pentecost. I really wanted to get revenge, but but I think it's he keep the distance from me because we have to use the distance on the scene, and it worked. And yes.
Another really interesting character is Raleigh, because these giant robots are actually led by two people. And that is a very interesting dynamic in this movie, right? And the relationship that your character has with the other pilot, with Raleigh, no?
Yeah. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, I love that idea. We have to carry every. We have to carry every memories, right? It's bad or good. That was hard in my personal life. How can I do that? It's really hard, but they have to do, and then that made them really like real fights, and then and also they built really like 5 feet, robot head on the set. Also, that made me feel real. And then at the end of the film, I became a true pilot. Yes.
You shot those scenes with Charlie Hunnam in Toronto. What was that like? And also wearing the suit.
Yeah, it was. Our suits were very heavy. It's very, very heavy. And then in a cockpit was also like, we have to carry the arm, mechanical arm. It was also really heavy. But I think Guillermo what made them heavy, because we would feel real, and then that was real fight actually.
You've never really worked on a movie with so many special effects and such a tough movie. Mm-hmm. How was that experience, and how did you prepare yourself?
I think from training, I've been training many months, including boot camp, running on the beach, martial arts, weightlifting. I've never done this before, and then actually I don't like exercises, but that's made me really tough and brave. And then Guillermo said to me, you are Marco as you are, almost finished the shoot. I almost cried. That's that really memorable, moment.
You mentioned before how you met Guillermo years ago, how excited you were to work with him. What is he like on set?
He is a loving person, and he took care of me a lot. And then when I would lose my motivation, he would sing the theme from Totoro with Japanese. He is the man, and then I love him, and then I want to keep working with him.
Rinko, what did you think of Pacific Rim once you saw the whole movie finished?
Actually, it was watching a dream. And I'm so excited to see my family, because I've done a lot of serious dramatic role, but this is, it's such a different from I've done. So this is amazing sci-fi film. Also, every character has own drama. That's also really great.
So for you, just to wrap it up, we can say that this whole experience is like a dream come true.
Yes, it's whole entire of this film. It's my dream. It's kind of my dream come true.